Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? It's going to be, I think, a long month for me, but I'm going to do what I can do. I would like to start by saying that I had made a comment in the previous episode, episode 5, about Ashlee not having anybody in Zanzibar, Tanzania. I should be much more specific because the locals and the Tanzanians came out and said, Fumi, we are supporting her, we are here for her, and we're doing the best that we can in our own capacity for her. We want the best outcome for her. I would like to reiterate that she does not have anybody there, in the sense that she has no family and she has no friends. I was not referring to you. And I am so happy that you stood out and let me know, because that makes me feel good that Ashlee has somebody out there, at least some good positive energy, because her family has not yet arrived there. And her family cannot talk to the hotel staff, cannot talk to the owner of the hotel, cannot make inquiries about Ashlee and her body, cannot insist in looking at the hotel rooms that she was in. I'm going to get to that in a minute. And that's what I am referring to. I am very, very careful when it comes to Ashlee, because there is nobody there for her in Zanzibar. There is nobody in the front line of defense fighting for her. Many of you had made comments talking about some people are scared to come up because it's dangerous because of the corruption. In fact, let me look for it. Okay. So it's not true that nobody in Tanzania or Zanzibar is on her side. All the lovely and caring people that are on her side, because they experience those cases a lot. You need to know how many criminals are living there or Zanzibar and do what they want because they have money. So the people are happy that this case gets attention. Also, people need to be aware that people in Tanzania also have to be careful when they say in public, as the government is cruel, there is no free speech. I am sure most Tanzanian and Zanzibarian women suffer about that case in silence. Thank you, my darling, for that wonderful, very, very clear email. And that's what I'm saying. You are bound. You are bound. You cannot speak. And money and corruption. So there's nobody standing in the line of defense, unafraid, loud for Ashlee. Not one person. Because you are bound. You are bound to silence. Your heart is clear, but there's nothing else that you can do about it. I don't need a clear heart. I need somebody with ammunition to go over there and stand in the line of defense for Ashlee, because she's lying in a morgue while all of this is swirling around. Her parents, I hope they are making their way to Zanzibar. Like I said, being an American, going there for the very first time, they need to get their vaccines, they need to get their shots, they need to get their visas, they need to find a place to stay, because I don't think that they'll be looking to stay at the Zuri resort. Or has anybody ever thought about that? They've got family behind. They've got bills that they've got to pay every 30 days. Remember, the days are mounting. We are what now? 22nd of April now. Ashlee passed away when? Around from the 8th to the 10th. So there's a lot going on. Please ask questions so that I can answer. Then it seems that I have some of my American brothers and sisters who are telling me, Fumi, none of your business. We can deal with this on our own. We don't need you African out there. Excuse me. We don't need you, this African out there, to support us and help us. You Africans have done enough. Well, I will say this again, and I said it in the last episode. I am African. I am American. I am an ambassador of the world. United Nations, here we stand. I am doing this because Ashlee could have been my daughter. I am doing this because what I could not finish, and I still continue for Shanquella Robinson, is what I am going to do, and do my very, very, very best for Ashlee Jenae. Every day I research. Every day I come out here and do the best that I can for Ashlee. Ashlee, guide me, Mama. Guide me. Guide me, continue to guide me, continue to open my eyes, even when I am tired, even when it's 100 pages. Continue to guide me. Let me get justice for you. Let me do the best that I can, because this platform is not mine. And the numbers here is all of you. And when you say that this is an American story and I should stay out of it, my channel, let me just get to it so that you can understand, is supported majority by the United States of America with exactly 47.4%. You are #1 supporters here on this channel. I lived in America for 20 years. I am an American citizen. And you, my darling sisters, you have been the best to me. I also just found out, I don't know where my head was, that Ashlee is Aries like me. Of course she's Aries. Her birthday was the 5th of April, but for some reason it did not click. It's now clicking. On top of which, I came to America for the very first time in circa 1995, the year that Ashlee was born. A lot of you ask me, Fumi, take some time off and rest. Thank you very much. I'm strong, and this is my job. I can't move past it. I can't do it. A 31-year-old young woman who was in the second act of her life was taken away from community, from family, from friends, in a way that I will never understand. And she did not deserve to go the way that she did. And I want to keep the story alive because I have gotten some information, and I can't share that they want to stall. They want to wait this out until it becomes nothing. I'm going to be here every day. I'm going to keep this story alive because it is bigger than Ashlee. But Ashlee is the one that brought this pyramid down. This shenanigans has been going on for years. And last night, something came to my mind. We've had rumors anyway that Joe McCann was born there. I don't know. I've seen it in the comment section. You guys let me know, because it takes a village. So I am sourcing from everywhere. Let me know if that is a fact. But it occurred to me, how can a white person, male or female, take a black person to the African continent? It would be like me taking a white person to Europe. Unless I was born there, unless I lived there, unless I frequent Germany enough where I'm comfortable to go there and then by extension bring somebody else to visit and show them the land. Isn't it a food for thought? Because Joe McCann has been going there for years. He has invested in that vicinity for years. We also come to find out that Joe McCann also has business dealings with the owner of Zuri Resort. So talking about resorts, why are we here today? I'll tell you why we're here. Do you remember initially when I had told you that Ashlee had gotten engaged in one resort, and that after that resort was when they came to Zuri Resort, where from the very minute of the 4th of April when they landed, that they had been fighting, so much so that Villa 24, which was behind their villa, which was Villa 25, had complained to the front desk, and it had gotten so intense that they had to separate them. Last time I checked, when you separate people, it's not just over words. It had become contentious. It had become violent. It had become, to that for sure, I'm comfortable enough to say, pushing and shoving. Well, my darlings, sit back and wait for the punchline. My darlings, the other resort has come out to say, don't add us into the group chat. What? Yes, my darlings, hold on, let me get there. From the newspaper Tanzania Times, Serval Wildlife Lodge, which is located in the Sanya Ju ward of Siha district, they have come out with a statement saying that we have no business with Zui Resort. You would be saying to yourself, but why are they coming out with this statement? I'll tell you, because Zanzibar and these resorts rely heavily, on the tourists, because they enrich the economy. Because if this continues as it is, the videos that Ashlee put onto her Instagram, it will give off as if her passing away happened at this resort. And that will That will damage the business. The business will not survive, and nobody will come there. Remember, in the last episode I had also mentioned that Joe had bought these packages, and because I am covering this story and I am researching, my feed now has been full of all of these other celebrants who have gone to the resort, and you can actually see in flowers, happy birthday. And so that makes sense that this was where she had her birthday. She had her birthday there. She had her engagement there, and then they went to the Zui Resort where they were fighting back and forth. Now, if they were fighting from the 4th, as Villa 24 said, that means that they had been fighting from where? They had been fighting from the Serval Wildlife Lodge. I am so sorry, Serval Wildlife Lodge, but you put yourself in the chat. And because you put yourself in the chat, I have questions to ask. It means that they were fighting there. It means that either you ignored it, you overlooked it, or what? You know something. So let us start from the TTT beginning. The Tanzania Times. Before her mysterious death in Zanzibar, Ashlee Robinson played with lions at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. It's also important to mention this because I see you in the comment section that you think that this is AI. That when you saw Joe propose to Ashlee and you saw the lions ahead of them, it had to be AI. These lions are used for all of this pomp and stance. It goes on to say, Ashlee Robinson, the young lady influencer from the United States of America who died under mysterious circumstances in Zanzibar, was actually engaged by her boyfriend while staying at a lodge located on the base of Mount Kilimanjaro. In fact, her engagement took place at the climax of the walk she took alongside lions in northern Tanzania. Ashlee, who was popular by her online identity of Ashlee Jenae, had apparently started her Tanzanian tour itinerary by visiting the Serval Wildlife Lodge located in the Sanya Ju ward of Siha district at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro. Serval is a property where visitors can mingle with a variety of wildlife species while at the lodge. And sure enough, Ashlee, who loved to post her adventures online, took hundreds of photos and videos with the animals at Serval Lodge, then splashed the footage on Instagram, TikTok, and her other online accounts. Now this is where trouble of the lodge in Kilimanjaro started. According to the executive director of several wildlife, Fahad Nassar Hamoud, many of the photos of Ashlee and her lover Joe McCann circulated online are those taken at several, and now the whole world thinks she died at the lodge. Ashlee had more than 2,000 followers on Instagram alone. No, Ashlee has over 100,000 of Instagram followers alone. That's a typo. The number is reported to have increased after her dramatic, point of correction, I beg your pardon. Ashlee had more than 2,000 followers on Instagram alone. The number is reported to have increased after her dramatic death in the Isles. Ashlee and Joe arrived at Serval Wildlife Lodge on the first day of April 2026. Having booked earlier, the management of Serval went to meet them at the airport upon landing in Tanzania, then transported the couple to the lodge. Ashlee Robinson, 31, and her boyfriend Joseph McCann, 48, a cryptocurrency dealer, reportedly spent 3 nights, 2 days at the property in Kilimanjaro region. Wow, 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 wow. Hamoud, the director. Yes, hold on. Oh, yes, I have booked. Okay. Sorry, let me just cut this off. I beg your pardon, my darlings. Hamoud, the director, said the couple spent 2 afternoons of activities, including posing for photos with the wildlife species at the premises. They also undertook the walking with the lion escapade, because these are all packages, you understand, that they sell to the tourist. The man later surprised the lady with an engagement ring here at Serval Wildlife Lodge, he said. In fact, as it seems, even the Ashlee birthday party was previously arranged and held here at the Serval property, according to Nassar Hamoud. Whoa. According to the director, the couple left the lodge on the 4th of April 2026, flying to Zanzibar via Kilimanjaro International Airport, JRO. We later heard that Ashlee Duda suicide at the Zuri Zanzibar Hotel and Resort, said the Serval Wildlife Lodge director. What irks the management of Serval is the fact that all the photos that Ashlee, a popular online personnel and fashionist, are those captures of the lodge in Kilimanjaro. And I know why. Why, Fumi? Because when they got to Zuri Resort, they were fighting and there was no time, no room for even a hug, a kiss, love making, let alone pictures of the Zuri Resort. And she had uploaded that maybe at the airport when they were waiting for their flight in order to continue. It's happened to all of us, where you travel around, you move around, you go here, you do this, you do that, and you dribble out all of this wonderful, beautiful holiday that you're on. Wow. She didn't do this. She didn't do this. She did not do this. This is not a woman that will do this to herself. She was out here to have a good time. And you know what? If she wasn't having a good time, which she wasn't at the Zuri, guess what? She was going to sell it to social media that is exactly what it was. She was going to do exactly that. I'm going to get something out of this. I'm going to make sure that I get something out of this. I am going to put it on Instagram, going to put it on YouTube, going to put it on TikTok, that I had a fabulous time and I will never see this man again after what he's done to me. Because it's currency in itself. And she can continue her charade of this kind of lifestyle in order to get more collaborations, in order to work with different brands, in order to work with other artists, in order to work with skincare, makeup, beauty. I'm not mad at it. That's what you call hustling on the real. You know what? Let me hustle this through and get on with my own life. They possibly didn't have time to do or take pictures of the activities done in Zanzibar. And now most people around the world believe that the American lady influencer died at our lodge, which is wrong, said Nassor. Indeed, reports have that the late Ashlee was found in critical condition inside her room at the Zuri Zanzibar Hotel and Resort. The thing is that people don't what? They don't read the room. They do it with me here on the channel. You have to have visuals. People believe what they see before what they read, before what they hear. They don't even read. They just go to what they see. You have to give them the visuals. Here in London, the underground is coded by different colors, even though it has its name. Bond Street Station is red. District Line is green. Piccadilly Line is blue. Circle Line is yellow. Hammersmith and City Line is pink. Do you know that I hardly read the names, but as soon as I see the colors, I get it. And so what happened was, people saw what she has shown on Instagram was what? This lodge. It was not the Zuri, because that was the lions, the giraffe, that was the beginning, the bridal season of her what? None other than her holiday. No pun intended, because she was supposed to be a bride. Indeed, reports have that the late Ashlee was found in critical condition inside her room at the Zuri Zanzibar Hotel and Resort. The social media lady had been involved in a serious quarrel with her fiance, such that they had to be separated to 2 different rooms. A few hours later, she was declared deceased. The police in Zanzibar claim she committed suicide. Her parents, relatives and friends are, however, not convinced. Translation, neither are we, but we don't want to get involved. You are involved by the declaration of this letter, where you're clearing your name, but you are not also showing empathy to the family, because it would have been wonderful if you had said that Ashlee was wonderful here, we enjoyed her time here, and we send our deepest condolences to her friends and to her family. If there is in any way that we can help, we do not hesitate to give you all of the records, to give you all of the CC footage, to give you all of the cameras. We also would like to know what happened to her, and we stand by honesty and integrity. Kesara Sera, then we would have been okay with it. I am not okay with what you have written here, even though you have given us clarification. So, my darling Fumi Nation, this is what I have for you. This is the update. We do not have any autopsy yet. We do not. Even though it has been said that they have completed all of this with Ashlee, they still have not released the body to the family. Well, the family, I don't know yet. Drop it down in the comments if they have arrived in Zanzibar to come and take Ashlee home. Again, Ashlee, I'll do everything I can. I will do everything I can, and I'll be here every day. What is delayed is not denied. What is delayed is not denied. It might take some time, but we'll get there. And that goes also for Shankwella Robinson. What is delayed is not denied, my darlings. It's the story of my life. And it turned out to be perfect timing. Everything turned out the way that it should be. All of my love. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I will see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we, baby? Yes, yes, yes. We have new t-shirts, my darlings. We have our Powerpuff Superwoman. It had to be her. It could not be anybody else. As you very well know, she is the first and front and center of every episode, and she represents us. She represents all of us. She represents our strength. She represents our fabulosity. She represents eating our salads and minding our business. And baby, what is delayed is not denied. We have come out with the baby blue, and when you turn around, we have what is delayed is not denied. We did longer sleeves this time around for our girlies. For those of you that are conscious of your upper arms, I got you, mama. We also have what? The crew neck, so that you are comfortable with your limousine girlies and you can go everywhere and anywhere. We have no tags. Instead, I made sure that it was a print so that you have no reactions. There you go, my darlings. Are we living and loving? Beautiful cotton. Might I add that we ship internationally. We have it in our beautiful sky blue for a punch of color for spring. We also have it in cream, my darlings. Yes, yes, yes. And sizes small to 4X. I went out yesterday. Was it day before yesterday? And when I tell you the amount of compliments that I got, I screamed. I was like, is there something that I do not know? And I was so impressed with the amount of guys that said, I need this for my mom, I need this for my wife, I need it for my girlfriend, for my sister, for my cousins. And they just kept on asking. I was at the mall and it was unbelievable. You can tuck her in. It's a long tee and you will absolutely absolutely love her. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy. Yes, darlings, the links are below. Go ahead and get yours. If we sell out, I will order more. All right? Love you, and thank you. Mwah.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking